When using Jamboard, teachers have a variety of different options and methods they can use. So first, let's start with our background. You can choose any background. I'm going to choose the lines. Then you have the option to draw, highlights, paint. So I'm going to draw and I can change the color to, let's say, yellow. So I'm going to just draw a little heart. Now let's say I made a mistake and I just want to erase it. Then there's a little eraser you can use. Then the most fun part about Jamboard is using the sticky notes. So let's say this lesson is about verbs, which it is. Then I would like to use pink. Now I can move my sticky note anywhere I want to and I can resize it, make it big, make it small. Also, if I want to, let's say I'm on the eraser and I want to select the sticky note. I just click on the little cursor there and then I can select my sticky note. There's also the option of adding images where we have a variety of different places we can find images. So let's say Google Images, let's say running. And then you can add your image by saying insert. This image you can also resize using the corners, so let's put it there. Then you can use a variety of shapes, so let's use an arrow. And then you can insert your arrow, which you can also change the color and the outline of the arrow. And then you can put in some text, so let's say verbs. Now I would like to move this box there we go. And then when the teacher is in presenter mode, she also has a laser pointer just to make sure everyone knows where she is on her page.
The teacher is going to ask learners to identify verbs from the given pictures below. The teacher will ask learners to create one simple present tense sentence using the pictures on the previous slide. These pictures. One learner can say, Tom is eating pasta. This sentence is a simple present tense sentence because it has Tom, which is the subject, eating, which is the verb, pasta, which is the object. The teacher is going to introduce transitive verbs and intransitive verbs to your learners by using examples that they provided on the previous slides. She's going to use, for instance, this example for transitive verbs. Tom is eating bread. In this instance, eating is a transitive verb because it has an object which is bread. For intransitive verbs, she's going to use the sentence, Tom is eating. In this instance, eating is an intransitive verb because it does not have an object. The teacher will ask learners to add their thoughts on what they think is the difference between the two sentences, the transitive verb sentences and the intransitive verb sentences. In this activity, learners are going to be split into groups. 5 groups are going to be transitive verbs, the other 5 is going to be intransitive verbs. Learners are going to be given a task whereby they have to give examples or write sentences that are relevant to their verbs. For instance, the intransitive verbs group are going to write sentences on the intransitive verbs using the sticky notes.